Very well.
have arrived.
Very well. Of course. Very well. Very well. Affirmative.
Is that up? Power on. Power on.
Report affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Yeah.
Ready and waiting.
Don't shoot.
Waiting orders. Once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Very well. Reporting. At once. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Reporting. Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Is that up?
Waiting orders.
Is that up?
Affirmative.
Don't
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Agreed. At once. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Of course. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Of course. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Very well. At once. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Reporting.
Charge. Charge.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Read. Yes, sir. Report. Very well. Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Awaiting affirmative. At once. Very well. Waiting orders. At once. Report affirmative. At once. Of course. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Of course. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative. 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 Ready and affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and affirmative. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Very well. Waiting order. Very well. Very well. Reporting. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. Awaiting order. Affirmative. At once. Of course. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. 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 At once. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Well. Agreed. Reporting.
Charge. Fully charged.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. At once. Ready and waiting.
Power on. Let's start. Steady, steady, power on.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Got juice?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Did I come?
Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Very well. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Agree. Affirmative. Reporting. Well. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Very well. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Report. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and at once. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.